YUVA, PHA YUVA, PHA YUVA. It's our world of PHA. You are welcome home for people.
Now, moving forward, we have the research and findings on housekeeping, artificial intelligence technology enabled setting a roadmap by Dr. Madhu Chandok, founding partner PIP 2020 Honorable Advisor PHA, followed by Dr. Rachna Chandna, HOD, Housekeeping and Assistant Professor from the BCI HMCT Delhi, Editor, Voice of Housekeepers PHA, and Miss Sandhya Anil Kumar, Assistant Professor, MS Ramaya University of Applied Sciences, Chief Mentor and VP, L&D Karnataka Chapter. May we please have you all on stage?
Good morning, everyone. Now, intelligence, and that's our main topic for today's deliberation and discussions. We at PHA, some of us came together early part of this year, and we felt, okay, we've seen a lot what's happening, and we are also looking at input from various subject specialists as well as industry specialists in the last, even our panel discussion. But let's ask and put together a sort of a research paper by the end of, say, this year, so that we can actually culminate. So our first research paper was put together, and we are just wanting to share in brief our outcomes and learning, so that you also have a basis of what, because we will be taking it to the next level now with the industry-specific research. This was a generic research where we actually invited people to, we put together a questionnaire and we shared with the industries like aviation, hospitality, even facility planning, as well as healthcare and hospitals as well. So they all put in their input, and we got very good response. And this is something that we'll just quickly share, as we are in any case running out of time. We'll try and condense it as much as possible. So can we have the presentation? So housekeeping, AI technology enabled and setting a roadmap was our main subject. So when we thought, we said, what is AI or technology all about? You can see some pointers, whether it is enhancing service quality, whether it is bringing in some sort of process optimizations, bringing in operational efficiencies, bringing in practical maintenance as such as well. So keeping all this in mind, we actually set a sort of a roadmap in our questionnaire that we put together. So our main objectives, just to share with you when we put this presentation together, were to identify the impact of AI on the housekeeping process, to establish the impact of AI on housekeepers' preferences as well. So based on their experiences, do they think that that will enhance, or do they think what they are getting or what the company has decided to integrate is practical for them? Is the staff ready? So all those questions were put together. And to examine the impact of AI implementation on operational efficiencies as well. And lastly, to identify the challenges of AI implementation. We are embracing AI and we are wanting to implement it as an enabler, as I mentioned earlier, because we do have to embrace that if we have to bring in efficiencies in what we do. But there are challenges, so we wanted to even list some of those challenges, and we have some findings. So I would just give the mic to Dr. Rachna, and she will just take you forward through the research findings.
For this research work, we had received overall 472 responses. In between them, the highest responder are from the facility management sector, followed by the hotel industry and the hospitality sector. But from aviation sector, the responses were very less, that is about the 5% only. Yes, please. And when the housekeepers were asked about their awareness related to the AI, presence of AI in housekeeping department, around 74.79% they agreed that they are aware about the existence of AI in the housekeeping sector. But when they were asked that either they have personally used it or not, or personally experienced it, only around 50% responded, they said that yes, they have personally used or personally referred it in different services of the housekeeping sector. Now come to the data analysis part, which is the most important part of our research, this research work. The first objective to identify the impact of AI. Is it impacting or not? Yes, the responders has agreed that it is impacting, and overall housekeeping services and the operational efficiency of housekeeping department, it is impacted by the AI whatsoever we are using in the sectors. And when the same scenario is discussed on the basis of sectors, we had identified that facility management, this gray line, they are this sector is the most important sector which is impacted by the AI only. Please, ma'am. Now, our second objective is to identify the preferences of the housekeeper. Again, as the upcoming housekeepers, I think it is very important for everyone to know about this, and whatsoever we are discussing since morning, Mr. Kaura, Ms. Gunjan, and our panel session, everybody has said that yes, it is not going to impact the human resource or the workforce. This slide, ma'am, back. This slide is proving that thing with the specified data. Here we had received 32.84% responses from the housekeeper who agreed that they prefer AI assisted services. But there are still 40% responders who said we will prefer different housekeeping services, but with the human touch only. But there are certain responders, 26.48%, those are still in dilemma that we have to opt for the AI operated services or not, or we have to go with the human touch only. These are the specifications related to the operational services. Maximum housekeeper, they are still not confirmed that are they going to opt it or not for the operational efficiency. Now, if we discuss in detail about the operational efficiency, almost 61% housekeepers, they agreed it will impact, but only on the data analysis strategies. Whatsoever strategies strategies we are following in different verticals of the housekeeping, it is going to impact that only. And if we discuss further about the data analysis, it started with the quality assurance strategies, audited strategies, followed by the task prioritization. Then comes to the digital housekeeping checklist, and last one is the room assignment or the reassignment process, which is being supposed to be followed by the housekeepers in the industry. Most of the housekeepers, they had opted the smart robotic housekeeping services in the industry till date. They are not ready to avail it in different sectors. Either you call it in the revenue management or the artificial intelligence, or we call it as the smart laundries, or maybe it may be the digital chatbots. Please, ma'am, continue for further discussion.
Okay, now, why is that we are talking about research, and why is that we here? You know, being academicians, I think, I'm sure all the universities, all the colleges present here, somewhere down the line, be it the third year or fourth year, all of us are, can I say, forced to do research? Yes or no? Yeah, at least you're nodding, but I would still want to hear the backbencher say something. Are you all into research? Guys at the back? Oh, no, they're not. They're still on the phones. Yeah, research is something, yeah, I know it's a little too dry, drab, boring, extensive, pretty difficult to do. It is for intellectuals. I'm sure you all want to be called that someday. Like we have both doctorates here. I'm just trying to reach there. I don't know whether I will, but I'm trying my best. Okay, so the best thing that I'm going to do now is kind of skip all of this. You'll be happy? Yeah, yes. The yes is also not coming out fully. So I think I will straight away go into this because this slide covers the entire thing of what we're doing. Now, before we finish this, I'm going to do that in a minute, in a minute or two. What I would want to say is that this is the first phase of our research, and you know that we're going to be doing an extensive study. We're going to further, write chapters on the same thing. So our endeavor doesn't end here. It's an ongoing process. But we know that academically you have professors in college who sort of do research with the students. So you must get along. You don't understand the concept. You must get along with your mentors and be part of research. It's nothing harmful. It's difficult, no doubt. Takes a couple of weeks, months, years to complete papers and your PhDs and all of that sometime. Okay, now what we're talking about here is AI. Now, there's something at the bottom here, a quick look at it. So the left side talks about the challenges. So anything new that you want to put in, right? We've been in a traditional system all these years, though there are softwares, we've been handling technology pretty well, but we're talking about the advent of AI and the use of AI, right, in different sectors. Now, look at the challenges. It says the implementation cost is definitely going to be high. We're talking about robots and apps and a lot of other things that probably is going to be, executed, and then that initial cost is going to be pretty high. Okay, now, again, we have hospitals saying so. Compared to hotels and facility and other sectors, the hospitals are saying that the implementation cost is going to be really high for them. That's the biggest challenge they're facing. Lack of human touch, all the speakers before us have spoken about that. We do agree, right, that we're going to lose the human touch, and if not human touch in hospitality, where else are we going to ask for it, right? But, there is something that the study also says, we go hand in hand. We can't just say no to. So when you have a GPS, you have the maps with you. Why would you want to sit back and open the window and keep asking people, where do I go, which road next, where left, where right, when I have it with me? So it is as silly as that. AI is there, technology is there, adopt whatever you want to do with it, move on with it, right? So what the industry is saying is that, what the experts told us was that, we are going to see it happen almost completely in the next 5 years. That's what is in the center there. It says smart robotics, housekeeping. In 5 years, we're going to probably see it happen in probably 80 to 90% of the hotels, India and abroad, okay? Now look at the right side. It talks about how AI is going to impact. Okay, now how it's going to impact housekeeping services, how is it going to impact operations. Now it says 42% of the respondents, which were all industry experts, they told us that yes, housekeeping services is going to be impacted in a positive way. What I'm trying to say is the next phase of research that we're going to do, we're going to see how that impact is going to happen, which all areas are going to be impacted. Are they all going to be positive? Are there some negatives as well? The study is still in progress, okay? Now, housekeeping operations, the area that's going to be most impacted, it says, is data analysis. Now, for anything to do with AI, you have to feed a lot of information, right? It's all about data. Okay, a lot of information feeding is required. And then, of course, the thinking part, the calculating part, the analysis, and all of this is done by AI. So I think somewhere we're going to lose out on the space that we have here, or rather we have more space for other things than for thinking and I don't know, yeah, because AI is going to take over and think for all of us, basically, right? Yeah, but then, so data analysis is going to be impacted a lot. And in that area, we're looking at quality assurance and audit, and we're also looking at digital housekeeping checklists. So all the checklists, all the parameters, now everything is going to be on, done through AI driven. So there's going to be a lot of impact on data analysis on the whole. And we have a lot more to study. Yuvas, we'll do it next time we see you. Another year maybe, or another year or two, ma'am. I'm not sure how long it will take us. We also have one more professor from Amity University as part of this. So all of us are from 4 different parts. We still get together. We have online meetings. We have discussions. And we're trying to do the best. And next time, we hope to see students come and present here, okay? That's the thing. Next 1 year. Let's pick up the best research papers that you all have written, and we'll probably have 1 or 2 presentations here with Jayashree ma'am's permission. I'm not sure if that's allowed, but I just said that. Okay, and yeah, so we'll wind up. The time is too little. So what we want to say is that, you know, for the future professionals like all of you, this is something I know you're almost there, you're kind of accepting it, you're taking it up. So it's nothing, forget the impacts that is negatively going to be faced by all of us. Let's look at the positive side. Let's embrace AI wholeheartedly. And this is a study with more of professionals, and I'm sure everybody is ready for it right now, okay? Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the events. Stay sound, good, active for the rest of it, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the research team for those findings.
PHA YUVA, PHA YUVA, PHA YUVA, PHA YUVA. It's our world of PHA YUVA. Welcome home for people. YUVA, your time here is grateful here. YUVA, you'll feel great to be here. YUVA, na 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 na. We treat you with smile, your stay moves on in style. We do it with pride.